terminologies in sexual harassment, some of the terminology. So here, what is sexism? Sexism is the attitude or the character. It is an attitude of a person or one sex that he or she is superior to a person or other sex. For example, a man and a woman who like too much have emotions over his staff or his colleague, so that also is sexism, right? Then you're talking about discrimination, sexual discrimination. Sexual discrimination is the behavior. It occurs when an employee or person based on the employee sexual, or when an employee is treated differently because of his or her sex. Example, if you have a female supervisor, a female manager, you understand. So sexual discrimination occurs when the manager, the female manager, always look at the male group, that the male groups, they are supposed to do this one. They always put the work on a particular male group, rather than putting it on a equity, or like everybody should partake in that one. So that one is also discrimination in terms of colors, in terms of sex, also gender, So I'm going to talk about sexual harassment also. Sexual harassment also is the behavior. In sexual harassment term is the behavior. It's defined as an unwelcome of a sexual nature towards others. For example, a man whistling to a woman who is not your girlfriend, or you just whistle like that, or a customer is coming, or a client, so it's also a sexual harassment. Then we're talking about the term of subtitle sexual harassment is the behavior, but not legally term. It is also unwelcome behavior of a sexual nature that is allowing to continue, could create a qua pro qua and oscillating work environment for a recipient. Example, unwelcome sexual comments like jokes. You tell us, you are nice, you are this or that. This is also a sexual harassment. The term is called subtitle sexual harassment. Then talking about another term which say qua pro qua harassment. It is also when an employment decision for employee are based on employer acceptance or rejection. For instance, like when the employee, the superior, want to have dating with his subordinate, then his subordinate rejecting that, no, you are my boss, I don't want to date you, then the boss can fire this person. So it's called coas pro qua, Then another one talk about the hostile working environment. Hostile working environment is a working environment created by and unwelcome sexual behavior or a behavior directly at the employee. Because of that, employee sex that is offensive, hostile and intimidating, and that adverse affects the employee ability to do his job. For example, persuasive, unwelcome sexual comments or jokes. Doing jokes like you as the boss, you always calling names, darling, you just praising someone in the wrong term also is also sexual harassment. So to conceptualize all this topic, in sexual harassment, it's a two-way trend. You have to be careful in your workplace. The way you look at person, there are 3 types of sexual harassment. You have the verbal harassment, you have the non-verbal, and you also have the physical, right? Like the verbal is wherein you use words, and the non-verbal is like a sign or action, signs, right? Then the physical is wherein you touch someone, you pinching someone. You understand? So these are the way wherein someone can sexually harass someone. So you have to be careful in a workplace or environment how you treat one another, especially it depends whether if you are at work or a formal situation, you have to treat people in a formal way. So I stop here, and my next topic I will talk about in the law of the Geneva Convention.